Hi guys, gals, and my non-gender conforming pals. My name is Carrington. Welcome back to another video. Or if you are new here, then welcome. I would love if you would hit that subscribe button down below, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, in today's video, we're doing another Shop My Stash update. So February is over, March is here, so let's talk about the products that I used in February, how I liked them, did I use them up, and then move on to the products that I have chosen for March. This makeup look will be after this video. It was a video just kind of using some products from my stash that I haven't used in a while and I was kind of excited to use again. So kind of like a little bit of a Shop My Stash, but the Shop My Stash from each month is something that I'm using almost every single day, while this video was just kind of like a one day kind of a thing. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So let's go ahead and get started with primers. As most of you know, I really enjoy a hydrating primer base and then something a little bit more pore filling or blurring kind of right in this area. So the two that I chose was the Fenty Beauty Hydrating. I almost used this up. I am down to this amount right here. So yeah, I was really successful in almost finishing that. Then I used the Angel Veil Primer. I did make some use in it. Like, as you can tell, the bottle is now more squeezed in, whereas before it looked full. So I did make some progress, but I'm nowhere near finishing this. But I will say I really liked this combination. They worked really well together. I didn't have any pilling issues with either of the two, and I'm really impressed that I almost used this up. All right, let's move into foundations. I used two. I used the Neutrogena Boost Hydrating Tint and the L'Oreal Infallible Freshwater 24 Hour. So the hydrating tint I usually wore on days where maybe I was just working, you know, one job, didn't really need it to last a super long time. I went with this if I was, you know, filming or I was working a long period of time or going out somewhere. I went with the L'Oreal Infallible Freshwater. The issue with both of these bottles is I, like, even holding it up to the light, like, I can't tell even how much I have left or how much I've used. Like, I don't know. I can't tell just because of the way the bottle is. But hopefully I made some dents in them. Okay, let's move on to concealer. So for concealer, I used the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover. Again, you know, can't tell how much I used, but I really enjoy this concealer. This is definitely one of my most favorite concealers. I think that the coverage is really nice. The wear is really nice. It's not so matte that it's drying out my skin. I think this is just overall, it's beautiful. It does kind of remind me of the Tarte Shape Tape. So I think this might be like a good dupe for that. But again, I don't know how much I used, but I know I use this every day. Hourglass Setting Powder. I had only used this once or twice prior. So I did use this every day. As you can tell in there, I have made a pretty good chunk in that Hourglass Setting Powder for using it for a whole month. But again, this only has 2 grams. Like, this is like the smallest mini that I have. And even after using it for a whole entire month, I still could not get through one of these. So just shows I really don't need that much setting powder. I had a cream bronzer, which was the Fenty and Butter Biscuit. Yeah, this is definitely dirty now. I definitely even have some hair in there. I think, is that hair or is that just a, maybe it's not, I don't know. So yeah, I've definitely, not a huge dent has been made in it. There it is up close. But it was really nice. And then for the powder bronzer that I used the Fenty in Shady Biz. You can't really feel like a dent in it, but the Fenty Beauty middle emblem is almost completely gone. And I use these every single day. So again, you get a lot of products in these. They're definitely gonna last a while if they are something that you pick up. For blush, I had the BH Vanilla Cream Truffle. It literally looks like I didn't even use them, but I used these like every single day. I just think of the fact that you just have multiple options. So either I would mix or I would just use one. So instead of just using one color, so so I just feel like that's why you probably don't really even tell that there's a difference in there. But overall, I really like these blushes. They're nice, they're affordable, definitely worth checking out. For highlight, I did the Cookie highlighter. You can kind of see definitely some usage and a little bit of a dip. This highlighter is absolutely beautiful. I love this highlighter so much. It's so beautiful on the skin. It's just very nice and just like very wet looking, and it's very blinding. So if you're not into blinding, this isn't going to be it, but it definitely is. It's blinding and like very wet looking. Like the glitter, I mean, it is glitter, but the highlight I have on now is just so chunky and glittery. I hate it. This literally looks like wetness, like you have an oil on your face. Like, it's just so beautiful. Love this. I used up 2 eyebrow products. Yeah, I used up the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I've had this for a while. Like, I've had this for a really good long while, and I've used it quite a bit. But yeah, like, just like digging in there, I'm barely getting anything on my brush anymore. So yeah, that one's done. And then I used up the little pencil, and then the ink stain isn't like used up, like this little pen isn't. It's just a very warm pen, and considering that the warmness of the pencil is no longer there and none of my other brow products are as warm as this, it's just okay for me to say I used it. Another product that I used up was the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. I've been using this for a few months now, so I knew the end had to be near. It just happened to be this month. I think finally the last time I used it, I was like, yeah, I think that we're done with it. It's a very nice mascara, but it's time for it to move on. Let's talk about lip products. I had a few different combinations. Okay, I had Bitchette with the Lunar Beauty lipstick in Witch Bitch. I had the Revlon in Untold Stories with a little one from ColourPop, and then I had the Kkw Beauty in Nude 1 with the Black Moon in Warrior. So these are all the lip combos. You know, I didn't use any of them up. I didn't get, you know, even close to using of them up. But every single pencil that I have, I hate these pencils, okay, because the stupid tips just fall into it, and then you turn it upside down, and then it comes out, and then you turn it right side up, and then try to use it, and it falls right back in. I hate this. This one, good luck trying to get that to come out. Same for the KKW one. Again, see, it's just falling in there. Drives me nuts, absolutely drives me nuts. Even after sharpening them, just does that. So I do not like those lip liners. I do like the lipsticks that I chose. I think these two are very comfortable liquid lipsticks. This one more so than this one. And then, you know, it's nice to have a nice little bullet lipstick. I also did not have any glosses this month. I was just completely matte. So I was pretty happy with those choices. 2 more categories, setting sprays, and then we'll do palettes. So for setting sprays, I started off with the Urban Decay Cherry, the mini one. I had used this before. There wasn't a lot left. I knew there wasn't a lot left. I would say about 2 weeks, maybe like a week and a half use out of this. And so then, after I used that, I traded it in for the Morphe Sweet Peach Continuous Setting Mist. Again, I had used a good portion of this. This lasted me the remainder of the week. And then for the remainder 2 weeks, I went back and used the BH Hydrating Setting Mist Spray. And I'm down to here on it after using it for 2 months now. So this one's still trucking. These 2 are gone. And last to talk about are palettes. So first I did this Jungle Lights palette as like a supplement added to palette. And while you can tell that I did get some uses and some shades, I just felt like it wasn't really like reaching into it, because once I got started with the chocolate donut palette, I just kept using it and then would forget that I had that, even if it was sitting like right there in front of me. So yeah, I'm just not much of a like extra, like a side palette kind of person. But then we have the Chocolate Donut palette, and I have hit pan in the shade right here in Chocolate Sprinkles, and that's because, guys, this is such a beautiful shade. Okay, it's like this orangish reddish shade. It's got like green, purple, gold flecks in it. I mean, guys, it's so beautiful. Another one that I did not hit pan on, but I did use a lot, was this white chocolate shade. Again, another stunning like color. Like, it's like, looks like it's purple. It's like a duochrome. It's like a purple gold duochrome. Beautiful. Loved using those two together. And then the other, like, I would use this maybe like with this one in conjunction with this one, or I would use this one with this. I don't know. I just kind of did like a couple different things, but I really didn't hardly use any of the other shimmers. Like, I used them maybe a couple of times, and I used the mattes a lot. Okay. But like, you can hardly tell that I use the mattes, but I use this, like, I used all four every single day. I would, you know, use this for my transition, put this in my crease, and then like do this one on the outer corner and this one as a liner, or I would mix these two for the outer corner, or just like, I don't know, something like that. And it still looks like I did not even use the mattes, but I 100% hit pan in that shade, and this pan also has like a serious dent in it. And that is it for my February Shop My Stash update. So let's move on to the products that I have picked for March. Okay, one thing I forgot from the February Shop My Stash was my eyelid primer. It is this Ulta Beauty one. I'm making my way through it, okay, as you can tell. But this is also moving on into my March one, because I'm just trying to use this up. It's like a little sample, so if I can just get done with it, that'd be great. So yeah, this is staying in my March. It's moving on. Okay, so for primers, for my hydrating one is this NYX Marshmallow Primer. It's very nice and hydrating, and it smells like licorice, so I like the way it smells. For my like blurring pore filling primer is the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. For foundation, I only chose one, which is odd, I know, but it is the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. Mine is in the shade 1C1 Shell. So I've been using just this, really liking it. I really like the coverage, the radiance, all that. Great foundation. So if you haven't tried this out, you have dry skin and you're wanting to try something that's nice out that has like some medium coverage, definitely try this. For concealer, I have the Jeffree Star, what are these called? Star Magic Concealers or something like that. Mine is in C1. This is like a nice medium coverage concealer. I wouldn't say full coverage, because I can definitely see like my discoloration really well in this, but I really like how blendable it is. Like, this blends out beautifully. Like, I could, you know, put this on, put on my cream contour, blend everything out, and it still blend out like I had just applied it on my face. So this, I do like this. For my cream contour, I finally am putting this Huda Beauty into my collection. Granted, okay, it's been like, you know, we're halfway through the month now, because I've been a little bit behind. So yeah, as you guys can tell, I'm definitely, you know, starting to get some use out of that. But this is my favorite. I absolutely love this. I'm glad I put it into a Shop My Stash finally. For my actual bronzer, I'm doing the Maybelline City Bronzer. This is the lightest one in shade 100. I don't know if it has a name. Does it have a name? Or does it say 100? Just 100, I guess. Definitely getting some use out of that. For my setting powder, I've been using the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Again, getting some good use out of that, but I have used this quite a bit before. And this is, again, another powder that I really like, especially for my dry under eyes. Definitely want to check out. It's super cheap at the drugstore. I think it's like $7 at Target, something like that. Super cheap, super affordable. Definitely wanted to check out. For blush, I'm only using one blush. I'm using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure. This is like a very beautiful blush. It's a very light kind of a blush, but I can build it up. I can keep it light. That's what I kind of really like about the Hourglass blushes. Don't really care for Hourglass as a company right now with their practices, but I really like how I can just go light or I can build it up. For highlighter, I am doing the Milani Baked Highlighter in Dulce Perla. Okay, guys, I have never heard, first of all, anybody talk about this on YouTube. Okay, maybe people have and I missed it. I don't know. This reminds me so much of the Cookie highlighter. I will say the Cookie does appear a bit more wet, but in terms of like color and blindness and intensity, I would say they're similar. I will say that the Cookie one from Benefit is a little bit more wet looking, and this one is a little bit more powdery. So just something to keep in mind, but I do think they're very, very similar. So if you don't want to spend the amount on Cookie, or you hate the packaging, whatever, you know, try this out. This is a drugstore product, you know, 10 bucks maybe, I think, compared to like, what is like 34 or something like that for the Cookie one. Yeah, try that out. For brows, I'm using a combination of the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel in dark brown and the ColourPop Brow Boss Pencil in ash brown. I really love this combination. This pencil, it does take quite a bit of like building up, but I still have a lot of pencil left, and I'm already halfway through the month, so I don't know if I'm gonna use it up or not. I thought maybe I would, but I'm not sure. So I don't know where my other lip products have gone to. I don't know if I threw them in my purse. But anyways, this is the Kkw Lip Liner in Love. And I also have the Kkw Lipstick in Love. So that goes with this. And then I have the MAC Velvet Teddy lipstick that I pair with the Oh Snap pencil from ColourPop. And then for gloss, I have the Revlon Ludicrous Lights in Moon, or I think maybe it's called Moon. I can't remember which one exactly it's called that I picked out. It's like a pinkish, oh goodness, it's like a pinkish champagne, and I don't know where I put them. Like right now, these are the only two that I have, and I know those other ones are around somewhere. They may be like in a bag or a purse, or they're somewhere, but I know I have them. But those are in my Shop My Stash for this month. For mascara, I decided to pull out the Bambi Eye mascara. I do like the way this makes my lashes look. I just hate that at the base of my lashes, it kind of hurts. And I'm not super into that, but I do like the way it makes my lashes look. So I'm just going to keep on using this for the next few months. And then after that, you know, get rid of it, and not repurchase it. But I like the way it makes my lashes look. Setting spray. I am using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Spray. This is taking me quite a while to get through. Like quite a while. I've been using this for, I don't know, however many days we've been in March already. What is today? The 14th. It's the 14th. So we're almost like halfway through, and this is all that I've used. And I've used this before. So, and then last for eyes. So I don't know why I do this, but I pulled in a singular eye product again, and this is the Urban Decay Moondust in the shade Lithium. This is really another beautiful kind of shade. It's like a brown with some like golden reflex with kind of like a bluish kind of shift. It's beautiful. I just sometimes forget to reach into it. And then for my palettes, I have two palettes. So the first is the Hot Butter Rum from Too Faced. So this is what it's very warm. I usually use this palette more when I just kind of want something nice and soft and airy on my eyelids. That's not gonna really take a lot of time. You can just, you know, throw, you know, this shade on the crease and this in the outer corner and pick a shimmer. That's kind of what I use this palette for. And then my other palette is the Lorac Noir palette. I use this kind of more for more dramatics. I have been using the shade right here, as you can tell, a lot of dents in it, for my like inner corner, and I think you can see like I really have been using the mattes quite a bit. The shimmers are okay. Like I raved about them for a while, but it just seems kind of like some of them are kind of like more, I don't know, topperish. These ones are nice though. Yeah, so that's what I picked for like more intense smoky eye kind of a look. Kind of bounce back and forth between them. Some days I'm in a hurry, so I use the Butter Rum. Some days I can take more time, so I use this. It's just, I just use whatever. But anyways, that is it for today's video. That is my Shop My Stash. That is everything that I've used up in February and how we're going with it. And this is all the products I'm going to be using in March. So stay tuned here in a couple weeks, an update about that, as well as what I am going to be putting into my April Shop My Stash. It's almost crazy to think that it's almost April. Like, what? Insane to me. My birthday is March 18th. It is almost here. Oh, actually, when this goes up, I don't know if this is going to go up before my birthday, because there is a video I'm going to post on my birthday. I'm not sure if it's going to be this one or the one that I'm filming next, or the one that I've already filmed with this look. I don't know. One of those things are going to happen. But let me know what you guys think down below. Are you guys doing Shop My Stashes? What kind of products do you guys have this month? I love knowing what other people are using in Shop My Stashes. How is it going? Are there products you wish you didn't put in yours? Are there products that you are so glad you did put in yours? Let me know how that's going. I'm excited to hear that. And yeah, if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.